Senado, magandang hapon kayo lahat. Ako si Sugo Fang, citizen Taiwan from dumating ako sa Philippines 1993, 22 years old, ngayon 54, almost 32 years dito na ako. Dito ako sa trabaho sa construction. Talo kami magkapatid. And pati yung anak ko, dumating dito 10 years old, ngayon 30 mahigit na. Mahal namin dito sa trabaho. Saka nakikita namin dito mga Pilipino, maganda yung pakisama, mabait, masisipag, marunong matyaga. Yan yung natutuwa kami. Kaya gusto namin sana maging Pilipino. Gusto namin habang buhay na dito na hanap buhay. Kasi sa sobra bait sa Pilipino and sobra tulong sa amin sa mga government, bigay namin sa trabaho.
Negosyo na kayo.
Opo,
Ano?
opo.
Ano?
Meron kami negosyo
po?
sa Supit sa construction.
Construction po.
Opo,
Magkasama kayong tatlo magkapatid.
opo, opo.
So, pag tinanong kita saan kayo nakabase, Sa Subic.
Supit.
Subic.
Una sa 1993 to 2004 sa 11 years nasa Manila naka-construction. Simula 2005 hanggang ngayon puro sa base sa Supit. SBMA.
Okay. Sige, ma'am. Mamaya na tayo kung ano yung mga contribution natin sa lipunan natin. Sige, can we hear from Father Job Calarakal Omen?
Opo.
Yes, Father.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair and all the Honorable Senators and Congressman Peter. Good afternoon po, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Father Job. Medyo mahabang apelyido ko, pasensya na po kayo. 42 years na po ako dito sa Pilipinas. I celebrated my 22nd birthday here in the country. First 6 years, nag-aral ako sa theology sa Tagaytay, Divine Word Seminary. Pagkatapos ordinan kong pari, 1988 sa Isabela, sa North. So I was assigned in the Diocese of Ilagan. Dahil ang mga eskwelahan ng mga parokya namin sa Ilagan po, sa Diocese of Ilagan. Doon po ako sa 18 years, iba-iba mga parokya bilang parish priest. Meron din kami eskwelahan, Lasalet Missionaries. Then, 2006, lipat nila ako sa seminary po namin sa Cubao. So I was there for 16 years as rector. Then 2022, lipat nila ako sa parokya namin ngayon sa Santo Nido Congreso Parish, Bagumbong, North Caloocan. Doon pa ko makilala si Congressman Malapitan. Talagang sa true to his name, madaling malapitan. Mabait na tao. Talagang since matagal na po ako dito sa Pilipinas, hindi po. Madali na makahanap. Kung hindi ganun pala ako dito ngayon sa harapan ninyo. So masarap dito sa Pilipinas. So 42 years, it speaks of my love for the country, Philippines, and the Filipinos. Maraming salamat
What's
po.
na nationality po?
India.
Indian.
Opo.
Apo. Salamat, Father.
Po.
Okay, so can we hear from Mr. Won Suk Hyo? Is it Hyo? Hyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hyo, yes.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Thank you very much for your time. Senator Sherwin, thank you much for the deep introduction, and I'm very humble for that. Appreciate it a lot. Your Honor, I'm a Korean national. I've been here since 1993, which equates to about 35 years, 32 years in the Philippines. I have graduated grade school and high school here. Then I moved on to the US to study, came back to help our family business. Our family business that my father built is in the shipping industry. We send seafarers to all over the world, mostly to Korean and Korean and Japanese principals. The country has given me so much, aside from a family, the culture, the comfort. Most importantly, has given me a wonderful education about life and about people, and I feel like it's an opportunity for me to be able to give back to the country that's given me so much. Hence, I'm applying for the Filipino citizenship. Thank you, Your Honor.
Marunong mag-Tagalog o mag-Pilipino?
Kunti lang.
Marunong. Kasi konti lang, grade school ka pa eh. Dito eh. Nangyari.
But sadly, I went to ISM where it's mostly it's mostly spoken in English.
Well, anyway, Comsec, sabi mo walang mga kaso to mga to, di ba? So believe ako kasi si Mr. Hio is in manpower. Oh, tagal I mean, to be in the manpower business and then to have no case. You must be a very conscientious agent or employer.
Yes, yes, Your Honor, we are.
That's
You live in Valenzuela as well?
No, Your Honor. I live in Makati.
the chair acknowledges the presence of Senator Bato de la Rosa. You want to make a statement, sir? Nasa citizenship na tayo mga.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Wonsok. Okay. Can we hear from Mr. Bulls Shemishu Ashurian?
Good afternoon po, Your Honor. Ako si Bolas Ashurian. Almost 10 years ako dito sa Pinas. Nag-base kami sa Johan Romblon.
Romblon.
At saka may bahay din dito sa Cainta Rizal. Naganak ako sa Abu Dhabi, UAE. Iranian national. Kahit isang beses hindi nagpunta kami sa Iran kasi walang pamilya doon. Yung tatay ko at nanay ko naglipat sa Amerika at saka namatay sila doon. Kaya pala may family business doon kami. At saka nag-base ako dito kasi yung asawa ko at saka anak ko dito po. At saka meron kami maliit ng negosyo sa John, small restaurant. At saka mahal ko ang Pilipinas kasi dito ang bahay ko talaga at saka yung pamilya ko dito. At saka yung kultura dito is maganda, simple lang. Yung Filipino very are welcome and
Mo pamilya mo nandito. So ano ang asawa mo ay
asawa ko at saka anak ko po dito doon.
Filipina.
Opo.
Kaya pala, Filipina. Yung anak Pilipino.
Opo.
Oh, automatic Filipino yun.
Opo.
Oh.
May
Welcome.
Johan Romblon.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Pero ilang years ka na sa Pilipinas?
Malapit na mag-10 taon.
Oh, may clip pa lang, ha?
Opo.
10 years.
Opo.
Okay, pero relatively short. Okay, so can we hear it from Kuo Chi Su, the brother of Kuo Fang Su. Tama, magkapatid po kayo?
Opo. Maganda hapon.
Sino mas matanda?
Ako.
Kuya.
Ako yung kuya. Opo. Ako si Kochisu. Talo kami yung kapatid. 1993 punta kami dito. Napansin ko yung Philippines sa panahon wala siya malamin. Kaya yung buo taon kaya may silang. Ang dalawa kahit saan ako punta napansin ko yung tao dito yung mabait tapos matali yung usap. Tapos lalo sa trabaho yung talaga marunong yung tulong-tulong. Masarap yung kasama sa trabaho. Tapos yung kami dito yung para yung yung kahit sama-sama ganun. Kahit hindi sa trabaho. Maganda yung kasama. Tapos pala sanay na dito. Sanay na.
Kailan kayo dumating sa Pilipinas? Sabay-sabay ba kayo magkakapatid dumating sa Pilipinas? Sabay-sabay.
Ito yung kapatid ko.
Sa Pilipinas? Sabay-sabay ba kayo magkakapatid dumating sa Pilipinas? Sabay-sabay.
Ito yung kapatid ko 1993.
Si,
Ako yung 1994.
si Fang, 1993. Si
Apo.
Chi, 1994.
Apo.
Si Wei, gamit 1996.
1996 po.
Sige,
Apo.
ituloy na natin ang kwento ni Wei. Sige, Mr. Kuo Wei Su. Sige po. Ano naman po ang... Kayo youngest? Kayo pinakabata sa tatlo?
Opo, ako bunso. Sorry
Bunso,
po.
okay.
Senada po. I just come here 1993. I'm 23 years old. Ngayon 51 na. Ako uwi Taiwan mga once a week lang. So sanay na ako dito. Saka I don't know.
Repeat that once a week?
Huh?
You go to Taiwan once
Yeah,
a week?
once a year. Once a year. Sorry po. Pasensya po. Once a week. Once a year lang po.
Once a
Okay
year.
po. Okay, sorry po, pasensya po. Yung, sorry, pinjon nervous. Kami yung, hindi ko alam, I think if somebody come here, Philippine talaga stay, they don't have a reason saying they don't love Philippines. That's why kami, umpisa kami nito stay. Gusto namin na stay dito sa Philippines.
Kayo po tatlo may mga pamilya na.
Opo,
Or
opo,
meron na. Tapos ang pamilya nandito rin.
opo,
Sa,
lahat po.
sa Subic.
Opo,
Subic sila. Locator sila sa Subic.
opo.
Okay.
So, yung saka Philippine para bigay kami yung chance yung have a business para bigay pangkain ganyan. So that's why we want to do something for the Philippines. Now our company is like para yung warehousing sa Subic. So we try to invite Taiwanese to Philippine investment. Katulad yung Vietnam have 60,000 Taiwanese company, but the Philippines only 600 Taiwanese company now. So we try our best to pakilala yung sila yung Philippines, very friendly, very nice place. Kasi sila takot medyo takot yung international news para yung Philippine makulo ganyan. Pero alam namin yung Philippines very nice, very friendly. So we just tayo kami yung warehouse para sila pang-opa lang. Kung gusto nyo, kung gusto investment, opa lang. Pang sila, kung gusto, pang continue na, kung gusto opa, okay. Pang gusto bumili, okay. Ganun. Para sila talaga investment dito. Now we have in my 2 factory yung para gawa shoes. Sila employee magame 8,000, ganun. Tapos yung lahat, yung iba-iba small companies, maybe
Saan yung shoe company mo?
isa sa Clark, isa sa Subic.
Ang galing. Okay.
Tapos yung lahat-lahat yung meron yung 15,000 yung employee. Yung
Pag
lahat.
sinabi mong business mo, sa'yo yan, hindi kasama mga kapatid mo.
Hindi, kapatid kami lahat. Sama-sama, yeah.
Teka.
Sama-sama kami lahat kasi hindi kami yung magaling.
So thank you. Hindi, salamat
Okay,
po.
so, opo.
Salamat po sa inyo. Last but not the least, Mr. Fai Shik. Yes.
Salamat po. So finale ang ako. Okay, maraming salamat po to the chair and to the senators and the congressmen present here and everybody else. I've lived in the Philippines for 31 years. I first came here to do my master's at AIM, and then I won the lottery because I met my wife. She's there.
Pilipina?
Filipina po. That was 31 years ago. We got married, and then I took her to Pakistan with me because that's where I'm originally from. And just so that she could understand what the culture was that I came from, to get to know my parents. And after about a year plus, we decided that that's not where we wanted to bring up our future children. I've also lived in the UK. She's lived in the US. And we made a decision um, 31 years ago that the values in the Philippines is where we would like to bring up our child, because the child is a product of not only the house but the environment that you brought up in, and all that you interact with and all that you are exposed to brings forth what that child will be in the world. So today, my daughter is 27 years old. She was educated in the Philippines. She's Filipina, of course. And she is now living in London, working at KPMG, one of the top consulting firms. And that is a product of the education that she received here and the opportunities that we got as a couple. In my 31 years, I was in the corporate life for 5 years. I was responsible for helping Ford establish itself in the country. And so I set up the distribution network and we launched the brand. But 24 years ago, I started my first company and we do strat consulting and brand for Google in Asia Pacific, Nissan, Mazda, Ford. We also service locally the Ayala group of companies with BPI and Ayala Land. And my wife, because women are always better with money, is our CFO, and she's also head of admin and HR. And together we've built a group of companies that has now established itself, if I say so myself, as possibly the best automotive marketing firm in Asia. And I am the only non-Filipino in that company. I think in my 31 years, I have been welcomed. I've been given a lot of opportunities. I have never felt like an outsider. And I'm 57. You take out the 31. I've spent more than half my life in the Philippines. I feel that the culture, values, my feeling inside, I might not look it outside, but my feeling inside is I belong here. So I would like that opportunity so that you would consider giving me citizenship. That's my 3 minutes up.
You look Filipino now because your
I would-
your attire is Filipino.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Okay, who among the 9 whose country of origin does not allow dual or second citizenship? So the 3 of you, so Father Umen, Mr. Sheikh, Mr. Hio, and Mr. Ashurian, once you become Filipino, you will lose your current citizenship. Tama? Tama yan.
Yes po.
Tama yan. Okay, sige. Okay, basta klaro yun. Okay. So, anong gawin natin? Ipa-acquire natin sila ng lupang hinirang? Kaya nyo na? Kaya nyo nang awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas? Kaya ninyo? Hindi. Taas ang kamay yung hindi pa, yung aamin na hindi pa niya kaya ngayong araw. Kaya ninyo? Ba, galing ah. So any other questions? Senator Bongo, sa kanila.
Subject to the final submission by the Secretariat to the members of the committee of the documents required. I move that we suspend consideration and submit the same. Chairman, Senator Gatchalian is
To second, Mr. Chair, second the motion of Senator Francis.
although I have no motion yet, let me restate that subject to the submission of the required documents and the committee's discretion to scrutinize again the same. I move that we can I ask the NBI present here? Sino ba NBI? DOJ?
Who among the government agencies attended today's session for the purpose of the citizenship? Ikaw, Attorney Patalla, did you? O sino pa, ma'am? Attorney, ma'am, use the mic. Kalingasan? Yes, ma'am. And then si Police Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel Gadya,
po.
Gadya. Attorney Dexter Matias, Ma'am Rica Agustin. Sige, comment, make your inputs bago namin i-close ito. Sige, Attorney Kalingasan.
Kami
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and the members of the committee. We manifest that the certification and clearance section acting chief, Attorney Vicente G. Ongcad, issued a certification that the following names do not appear in the Bureau's whole departure, blacklist, watch list, alert list, and lookout bulletin records as of December 9, 2024. The names Job Kalarakal Omen, born on May 8, 1960. Faiz Sheikh, born on 29 November 1967. Stephen Decatur Haynes, 25 October 1940, born on October 25, 1942. Wonzok Heo, born on 15 February 1978. Bules Shemishu Ashurian, born on 24 February 1979. Grace Tanto, born on July 3, 1972. Kuo Wei Su, born on December 10, 1973. Kuo Fang Su, born on December 15, 1970. Kuo Chi Su, born on October 4, 1969. Thus, we interpose no objection to the granting of their Philippine citizenship, Your Honor.
Nag-worry yung iba eh. Kala nila nasa listahan sila eh. Actually, this is the list na gusto ninyong nandun kayo, di ba? Because you are not in the, sabi niya, they are not in the, is a not in the list of lookout, etc. Pero ganito, you can check, pag sinabi ni, you can check the date when they first arrived in the Philippines. Kaya ninyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sige. But not now, not now.
Ay.
In writing na lang.
Okay.
When they first arrive, para ma-match natin sa stories nila.
Yes, Your Honor. Although some of the information may be limited considering the data is only available as of 1990, late 90s po naging available yung data.
Okay. Okay. Next, who is the Colonel? Lieutenant Colonel Gadya.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. For the PNP, we have conducted a verifications through our crime information reporting and analysis system, or the CIRAS, and also with the e-warrant system and the national police clearance, which resulted to negative record from the system, sir. Of all the 9 applicants, to include Mr. Jiang Gu, who is not present today, sir. However, sir, we are still waiting for the result of the complete background investigation to be conducted by the intelligence group of the PNP. So the result will be forwarded as soon as obtained, sir.
Thank you. Who else? Ma'am Rica? Ma'am Rica Agustin, you're here for the citizenship or for the third part? Si Angelita pala. Angelita Sugkang. Yes. Department of Foreign Affairs. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairperson, members of the Committee on Human Rights and Naturalization, fellow colleagues in the government service and private stakeholders and guests. Mayong hapon kaninyong tanan. The OCA Visa Division, Office of Consular Affairs, Department of Foreign Affairs certifies that the 9 applicants for naturalization has no derogatory records in the visa lookout list database. Hence, the department interposes no objection in the granting of Philippine citizenship to these 9 applicants, foreign nationals. Okay. Thank you po. Thank you po.
Any Matias? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
OSG.
Good afternoon. May I just manifest, Mr. Chair, that the DMS, the Docket Management Service of the Office of the Solicitor General and the Secretariat of the Special Committee on Naturalization has issued certifications stating that the applicants, the 10 applicants who are subject of this hearing today, Mr. Chair, that there are no petitions for naturalization except for one applicant, Your Honor, which is who is applicant Mr. Won Suk Hyo, which is pending with the Regional Trial Court of Makati, Your Honor. Other than that, Mr. Chair, we do not have any other information, Your Honor.
Can I ask you for your professional opinion? What's the effect? Para bang forum shopping yan?
I may not be at liberty to state my opinion on that matter, Mr. Chair.
Nagjo-joke lang ako. Huwag ka mag-alala. I mean, kayo mag-alala kasi actually yung pinail mo under your control, you can always withdraw it, right? Yes, Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Mr. Chair, yung sitwasyon na yun, that should be taken as a positive doon sa applicant because masyado siya sigurista eh. Naniguro siya na matanggap talaga siya two bodies ang kanyang in-applyan. So talaga it shows his desire to become a Filipino. And for that, we have to congratulate him.
Senator Tolentino?
Ms. Rica Agustin from the Department of Labor. Kung sakasakaling sila ay maging ma-approve na maging Filipino citizen. Kanina po si Ms. Grace Tanto ay hindi siya pwedeng maging presidente ng kanilang eskwelahan sa Cagayan de Oro. So po pwede na siya. Ayon
Yes,
sa
sir.
batas. Halimbawa po si Father Pais Sheik gusto rin magbukas ng eskwelahan. Pwede po 'yan.
Yes po.
Ayun.
Since
Halimbawa
naturalized.
po si Mr. Woon Suk Hyu. You're from Makati. Where in Makati? Taguig side, Makati side, saan? Makati side.
Yes.
Halimbawa po
Makati
si Mr. Woon Suk Hyu gustong tumakbong barangay captain sa Makati. Pwede rin? Filipino citizen na siya?
Natural born, sir.
Natural born. Ayun. Pero halimbawa po sigurado ka natural born? Ha? You might be wrong. Pwede siyang tumakbo. So, halimbawa pong gusto niyang magtrabaho sa maging isang siya ngayon ay nasa mga digital. Gusto niya mag-apply sa isang trabaho dito sa isang call center. Pwede.
Yes, sir.
Pwede. Ang Pilipino na siya, di ba?
Opo.
Ayun. Halimbawa siya meron pala siya. Are you involved in boxing, Mr. Basketball? Mr. Woon Suk Hyu. What sports?
Just golf, Your Honor.
Golf.
Not basketball.
Gusto niya magaling siya, Pilipino na siya, pwede siya sa national team ng golf.
Yes po.
Ayun. So, kung gusto niya magpulis,
Ang qualification po.
pwede. Filipino na.
Yes, sir.
Di ba? Filipino na. So lahat ng karapatan ng Pilipino na binibigay sa mga Pilipino rin ay pwede nilang tanggapin.
Yes, sir.
Baka kuha sila ng card, yung gaya ng pinamimigay ni Senator Gatchalian, yung PWD card, Senior Citizens card, NATO card, lahat ng mga yung mga cards na totoo. So lahat po doon ay pwede sila, yung mga binibigay ng pamahalaan.
Yes po.
Ayun. Yun lang po, Mr. Chairman.
Sige, Senator Gatchalian.
Maganda yung topic na nabuksan, except yung mga natural born, di ba? So, what are the limitations kung hindi ka natural born? Number one, yung pagtakbo sa Kongreso, di ba? Pagtakbo rin sa Senado. No, what else ang hindi President and Vice President, diba? Yun lang ba? Okay.
Teka muna, meron ba sa inyo nagbabalak na kaya ba kayo gusto maging Pilipino dahil tulungan nyo kami sa Senado? Ganon?
Alis po.
Sali. Okay. Teka, ganito. Medyo nabitin kasi ako dun sa 3 minutes na explanation. Can you submit in writing just an essay on why do you really want to be a Filipino? But limit it to maximum 2 pages, short bond, font 14. Okay? Okay. Assignment. That's your homework. That's your homework. Okay, we will now proceed to part 3.
I
What
have a
is it?
pending,
What is the motion ba?
subject to the submission of.
Yes, subject to the submission of the documents, although the COMSEC said that even before we heard the petitions, they already complied. But double checking, then subject to the submission of your homework to the chairman, we will now, what's the motion? We will now,
Of this deemed submitted to the plenary,
deem submitted to the committee.
to the
To the
committee.
committee. The committee will have to decide. Sige, but don't leave us first kasi tapusin lang namin itong part 3 kasi so that you will also learn kasi this is about yung mga na ginawa yung na naturalize na namin in the past na sa feeling ng author of the resolution, Senator Tolentino, they have not been allowed to enjoy the full privileges and rights of a Filipino citizen. Yan yung ano. And then I want to end our hearing today with the singing of the national anthem to be led by our applicants. Okay? We will do it after when we end our hearing. So we now proceed to part 3 on the resolution of Senator Tolentino. Nabasa naman po ninyo. So let's go direct to the point. Ano ba yung Senator Tolentino will make his
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chairman. Ito pong resolusyong ito, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, ay na-file ko pa ito nung mga 2 taon na ito. Ito po yung tinatanong ng marami. Na-file po ito July 26, 2023. Almost 2 years. So ang tinatanong nila, bakit daw po tayo pag nagna-naturalize ng direkta na ako yung mga PBA, yung mga players natin dating import sa PBA, pag naging Pilipino na, may Filipino passport na, nakatira dito, paglaro sa PBA, import pa rin. Hindi pwedeng lumaro sa All Filipino. Hindi pwedeng lumaro sa anuman liga ng Pilipino ang namumuno. So, kagaya nung sinagot kanina ni Ma'am Rica, wag muna kayo umalis. Kagaya nung, ito si Rica. Kagaya nung mga tugon kanina, sila ay Pilipino na. Bakit pinagkakait kanila yung ibang karapatan? Pwede na rin sila maging Philippine Sports Commissioner. Di ba? Bakit hindi sila makalaro sa PBA as a local? Ganon din po siguro yung ibang in-naturalize namin. Recently, we have naturalized Mr. Alexander Korobin from Russia. Pilipino na pag napirmahan ni Presidente. Pero ang alam ko, makakalaro siya sa mga skating tournaments dito kung meron. Ganon din po yung sa mga jiu-jitsu. Ganon din po yung sa mga ibang sports. Bakit sa basketball ay bawal sa PBA maglaro ang Pilipino? Bakit may discrimination? Pag Pilipino ka, hindi ka makalaro. Kahit pa holder ka na, pwede ka naman tumakbong barangay captain. Pero bawal kang maglaro sa PBA. Bakit ganon ang discrimination ng PBA? Pwede siyang magtrabaho, pwede siyang ma-elect, mapera na lang doon sa nangangailangan ng requirement na natural born siya. And yet, hindi siya makalaro as a Filipino. Yun ang nakalagay ba doon sa secretary, nakalagay ba doon sa naturalization law natin na the said naturalized Filipino? For example, Justin Brownlee will only be a Filipino once he play abroad. Di ba? Filipino na siya for all intents and purposes. The same is true with Marcos Douthit. The same is true with Andre Blanche. Si Kwame practice player na lang. Hindi naman nakakalaro na. Nandun na lang sa import na rin siya. Kahit dito pa nag-aral sa Ateneo. So yung po, kasi marami pang ganon similarly situated. So may we ask from the Philippine Sports Commission, the Department of Labor, the Solicitor General muna. Unahin natin Solicitor General. Pwede ba maglaro na yung Pilipino sa Filipino League?
Senator, if I do not recall any law barring barring naturalized Filipinos to play in those kind of leagues, Your Honor. And
Wala nagbabawal. Can he study law? Can he study law? Can he enter a law school and take the bar exams?
Naturalized Filipinos can exercise their professions.
So pwede maging judge.
Yes,
Mga-
judge, I think judges,
Piskal, pwede maging piskal.
if I remember correctly,
Pwede
Senator,
maging state
yes.
solicitor, gaya mo.
I think RTC judges are required to be natural
Pwede maging
born.
state solicitor, gaya mo.
We state solicitor,
Pwede
depending,
maging chief PNP.
I am not aware of the qualifications for Chief PNP.
Yun na
Mr.
nga.
Chair.
So, tuloy mo lang yung sagot mo. There is no law barring them from
Yeah, barring them from playing in those leagues as Filipinos, Mr. Senator.
si ano po, si Department of Labor.
May we read our position paper, sir? We support the intention of the resolution, particularly in protecting the naturalized citizen against any discrimination. May we note that the DOLE ensures equitable employment opportunities for all. Thus, the programs of the DOLE are inclusive and may be availed by the natural citizens. For the Senate Resolution number 701, we kindly defer the expertise and wisdom of the appropriate agencies as to the participation of the naturalized citizens in joining local leagues po, such as the PSC and the BIS. Thank you po.
Before we continue, the chair acknowledges the presence of Senator Mark Villar. Thank you, sir. Okay, go ahead. Get Senator.
So, ang tanong po, Department of Justice, bawal ba maglaro?
Your Honor, I also do not recall any prohibition on the matter, Your Honor. So maybe
So kung walang prohibition, yung gumagawa noon ang nagva-violate.
it would depend on the law on the matter, Your Honor.
Hindi, sabi mo
But-
nga walang prohibition, walang law.
Yes, Your Honor. As of now, you know, I don't recall any law.
Yun.
On the
So
matter.
ang violator ngayon dito ay PBA. Anong ibig sabihin ng PBA? Hindi Philippine Bar Association.
The Philippine Basketball Association. Your Honor.
Philippine Basketball Association. May we ask the PBA or the PSC as to their positions on the matter?
Yeah, to your question kanina for Simon Yo, if he's going to be a Filipino citizen, can he play golf already? There are certain sports na yung IF has a ruling na they have a number of years eligibility. For example, squash, they have a 3-year eligibility, so they can't play right away. For in sa FIBA kay Brownlee, they're allowed to play right away as a Filipino, so pwede. So each IF, each sport has a different number of years eligibility. But for our local programs, we do support and we do allow them to join our programs.
For your part, sir, payag kayo na maglaro si Brownlee as a Filipino?
It's also a tricky situation because of the parity of the league. I understand that PBA has their own house rules. We are actually we're trying to the parity of the league and with the teams na who can afford yun naturalized or Filipino players na who have been naturalized.
So what you're saying is that the law is now subject to the discretion of the applicable league, whether they will follow the law or not. Ganun
Yeah,
po
for
ba?
Philippine Sports Commission, ako amateur lang naman eh. This is
Oo.
professional, so it's totally different po.
Oho. So, yes,
Senator Bongo, sir, wants to deliver a statement.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
Senator Tol, our Majority Floor Leader, distinguished colleagues, no? Matagal rin po akong PBA fan and as chairperson of the Committee on Sports. In fact, we principally sponsored Senate Bill 2518 or the Philippine National Games Bill, which we pass. Naturalized players are allowed to participate since they are already considered as Filipinos. Under Article 4, Section 1 of the Philippine Constitution, those who are naturalized in accordance with law are citizens of the country. Naturalization is a legal process that grants individuals the rights and privileges of citizens. citizenship. When a player undergoes this process, they pledge their allegiance to our country and embrace our culture and values, which is why it is only fitting that they should be afforded with the same opportunities as natural-born citizens, especially in the sports where unity and realms of sports where unity and teamwork are paramount. The current policy, which only allows naturalized players to participate as imports, may limit their potential and which runs contrary to our constitution. Kaya nga po, pinasa natin itong Philippine National Games para makapaglaro na. Kasama na yung mga naturalized players. Bukod pa dito, ang mga contribution ng ating mga naturalized players sa ating national team, Gilas Pilipinas, ay hindi maaring baliwalain, no? Ang mga manlalaro tulad nila Marcos Doutit, Andre Blatch, Ange Kwame, at Justin Brownlee ay buong pinagmamalaki natin sa ating international stage na nagdadala po ng karangalan para sa atin. Nararapat lamang po na mabigyan sila ng pagkilala at oportunidad sa ating domestic league. But sabi nga, dito, pwede na makapaglaro sa Philippine National Games ang naturalized players. Pero ito pong kaya nasabi ko kanina na maaring case to case, no? Bilang basketball fan at PBA fan po for the last 43 years, bata pa ako, 7 years old na po ako, nanonood na ako dyan sa Araneta. Yung then known as Ultra Field Sports na ngayon, natulungan natin mapaayos yung tulo. Sobrang tagal na yung gym na yan. Ganun po ako, nanonood ako ng PBA, nagsasakay lang ako ng jeep papunta dyan sa Pasig, papunta sa Ultra. Nasubaybayan ko talaga itong PBA at medyo tumataas na yung level of competition ng PBA. Andiyan na yung mga malalaki natin, sila Junmar Pardo, na nakaka-compete na po sa mga import, no? Minsan, mas malalaki na yung mga local players natin against import. Nandiyan na sila kay Soto. Pero yung sa about the resolution, maybe pag-aralan nyo pong mabuti ito kasi maaari, no? What if si Justin Brownlee paglalaroin na po ng as local, naturalized local, magiging mismatch na. Kung puro naturalized player ang naglalaro dito sa isang team na ito, mismatch na. Mawawala yung excitement pag nagkakaroon po ng mismatch na yung competition. So, I agree with Senator Tol Tolentino dito sa issue na to. But pag-aralan natin ng mabuti, pag-aralan nyo ng mabuti, lalong-lalo na po sa nagdadala sa liga na hindi magiging mismatch. Kasi pag magiging mismatch, nawawala na yung competition at yung gana po ng mga nanonood. So, palimbawa, si Justin Brownlee, maging local player na, tapos may import pa. So, dalawa na magiging import niya. Tapos, paglalaroin mo naman to sa mga teams na medyo, na medyo mahina at walang kakayahang magbayad, maaring ma-pirate po ito, madala na naman po sa abroad. Baka ma-recruit po sa abroad. So, case to case, pag-aralan ng mabuti itong mga naturalized player kung bakit pwede ba silang ipaglaro as a local player na o import. So ngayon, masasagutin po dapat ninyo yan ng PBA kung bakit import pa rin ang treatment, ang touring kaya Justin Brownlee sa ngayon. Kasi naintindihan ko, level of competition, mawawala yung excitement dito kung mismatch na po ang mga laro. Thank you po, Mr. President.
I think we have PBA here, Mr. Eric Castro, the Deputy Commissioner, sir. Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. If I may also add sa sinabi po ni Senator Bongo, at present, there are 3 categories of players in the PBA. The local or homegrown talents, the field foreign players na may Filipino lineage, and then the imports. So as of the moment, we don't have this category of naturalized players. So right now, they fall under our imports category. If I may also share, in FIBA kasi right now, where Justin Brownlee is playing for our national team, they're allowed to play one naturalized player lang ho. So As mentioned, no, sila Doughtit, sila Kwame, sila Andre Blatch, who used to play for us, for the Gilas program. Yun nga ho, one at a time lang ho. So, sa binanggit din naman ho sa competition, yung parity ho, right now, the PBA has 12 teams. So, and I know the process of naturalizing a player will take some time, and of course, right now ho, yung parity will really affect. That's like what Senator Bongo mentioned. So ayun po, but right now, so it may not be as feasible ho for the PBA, but we will look into it ho. Thank you.
Samahan basketball ng Pilipinas, like
Get the opinion of the SBP to Jong.
Yes. Good afternoon, Your Honors. As far as the Samang Basketball of Pilipinas is concerned, our application for naturalization of a player is para sa national team lang, for the Gilas national team lang, as far as the SBP is concerned. So nag-apply lang kami is for our national team. Yan po.
Okay, kasi when we naturalize him kasi yung batas may sariling batas actually yung tao you have your own law a Republic Act applicable to you alone. So ganun din ang nangyari doon. So sinabi doon this person naturalized shall have all the rights, privileges, obligations of a Filipino citizen. Ngayon, hindi kayo concerned na meron tayong pinapa-naturalize and yet nakita nyo na beyond participating in international events bringing the name of the Philippines, yung career niya as a player or sportsman is affected by the local regulations of local leagues?
I don't think so naman because he can play also in other countries eh. Hindi naman siya exclusive na ang nilalaroan lang naman ng national team player na naturalized is for the national team games. After the games, then he is free to play in any other tournament outside of the Philippines. And then when he is needed, parang si Jordan Clarkson, we contracted him, he's a naturalized player, he contracted to play in the world. But he is back in the NBA. So we do not hold this ang contract or yung naturalized playing niya is for when he played here in the World Cup. World Cup ba yan? In the World Cup.
I don't think Jordan Clarkson was naturalized here. So meron siyang Filipino passport. But the question here is this, itong mga ito nag-a-apply ng Filipino citizenship. Kagaya nung sinabi nyo kanina, isa-isa, 3 minutes, gusto nyo nang tumira dito, mahal nyo ang Pilipinas. Paano kung gano'n na rin na nasa puso na Justin Brownlee et al.? Gusto nila dito, ayaw na nila maglaro sa Indonesia, baka mapilayan pa. Sementado yung basketball floor. Gusto na nilang tumira kagaya lahat na nandito. So, bakit ipagkakait sa kanila yung karapatan nilang magtrabaho na rito sa Pilipinas, hindi sa abroad? Yun siguro ang dapat masagot ng mga kinaukulan sa basketball. Hindi lang, yung pagkukontrata nyo sa kanya para lumaro sa isang liga to represent the Philippines will be secondary. When he took his oath as a Filipino citizen, his love for the Filipinos, for the country, should be paramount. There's no question about whether he wants to play outside, but given the choice, perhaps he should be allowed to play here. At yung mga Pilipino na sumuporta para siya ay maging citizen, ay gusto rin makita siya rito. Hindi naman nanonood yun sa Indonesia o sa Japan o sa KBL o Korean Basketball League. So siguro yun yung ang question dito, Mr. Chairman, meron bang karapatan ng isang liga na i-override ang batas na ginawa ng Kongreso? Because tama sinabi ni Chairman, national law yun, Republic Act yun eh. So hindi pwedeng magpailalim yung Republic Act sa isang internal regulation ng isang pribadong samahan. The law applies to all. Kung ano yung magiging karapatan ni Miss Grace Tanto na magpatakbo ng eskwelahan sa Cagayan de Oro, ibigay sa kanya. Hindi natin sinasabi doon ka na lang magpresidente ng school sa Taiwan. Kung gusto mo sa Cagayan de Oro, sa Cebu, pwede. Di ba? Ganon din siguro yung paglalaro. Yun lang ang skills niya, basketball.
Nabuhay niya yun.
Yan ang kanya hanap buhay. Hindi mo pwedeng i-discriminate. So, that should be studied,
I have
Mr.
a question for Bisa Castro, Your Honor. Nabanggit niyo sa PBA currently 3 categories of players.
Yes, sir.
Third category would be imports. Okay. Anong general definition ninyo ng import?
Ang general ano po is yung foreigner po.
Correct.
Yes.
Foreigner.
Opo.
Hindi niyo tinitingnan sa height, di ba? Basta foreigner siya, tama?
Actually, to explain it further, we have 3 conferences in 1 season. So 2 conferences na yun po yung mga import-laden na conferences natin na may mga height limitations. And then the lone conference is the All-Filipino Cup or Philippine Cup.
Si Brownlee cannot play in the All-Filipino.
Opo, he cannot.
Yun ang sakit. Yun ang masakit. And then if Brownlee can play doon sa first 2 conferences na may import, he is an import.
Yes,
Although
Your
by
Honor.
definition, ang una mo sagot sa akin, foreigner.
Yes, sir.
Precisely. He may look like a foreigner but he's already a Filipino. May Republic Act na siya sa nakadikit na sa katawan niya. It's a Republic Act making him a Filipino. So, yun siguro po, doon tayo may clash na sa position kasi when we were granting Brownlee sa plenary discussion namin, nakatingin na kami sa future ng tao eh. Kasi siyempre alam na rin naman natin he's not really starting his basketball career kaya sikat na siya kaya nga natin siya kinuha eh. So hindi natin alam kung medyo pa-peak na o pababa na rin sa basketball career. So we were concerned about his future kasi parang part of the package deal din yun na tsaka hindi lang din very transactional na 'di ba na malay mo totoong mahal niya rin ang Pilipinas. Hindi lang siya sa kontrata nakatingin, I will play for the Philippines because this is an economic return for me. Napamahal na sa akin ang Pilipinas and I want also to yung the twilight of my basketball career dito ko na sa Pilipinas din isabuhay. Ayun, tapos sa import laden conference is import tapos definition na import foreigner in the all Filipino he cannot play. So I think we have an issue there kasi ang general rule ng batas natin no discrimination. Tama ba 'yon, Marika? Sa Rica Agustin sa labor law natin no discrimination, Attorney Dexter. Ganun ang general rule, di ba? No discrimination among Filipinos. Yes, Mark, may sasabihin yata si Mark.
Mr. Chairman, actually regarding what you said, I just want to be clarified sa DOLE kung ano po yung mga karapatan ng mga naturalized. As far as we're concerned, pag naging naturalized sila, they have all the rights legally as a regular Filipino, especially and that includes labor rights. So ano po yung opinion niyo dyan na hindi sila pinapayagan na maglaro sa local, to engage in their profession. Ano po ang opinion ng DOLE sa ganong klaseng practice?
For the DOLE po, we
I want to be clarified kung ano pong position ng DOLE sa issue na yung mga naturalized ay parang hindi sila pinapayagan na i-exercise yung profession nila dito sa Pilipinas. In this case, sa basketball. So, meron po ba kayong legal opinion tungkol dyan? Or baka sa DOJ, baka meron kayong legal. Because as far as we're concerned, pag naging citizen ng isang tao, syempre, protected na sila protected na po ang karapatan nila bilang Filipino. So they have the same rights as every Filipino. So I assume that includes the legal protection, especially under labor law. So gusto ko lang po na ma-clarify kung ano pong opinion ng DOLE at perhaps yung DOJ sa practice na yan.
For the DOLE po, the practice of all professions po in the Philippines shall be limited to Filipino citizens po. And if in the labor po, if yung contract based po if it is contract based po employer employee relationship po, then ano po sir, the labor laws po will prevail po then.
Tolentino.
Sa Department of Justice, may pagkukulang ba rito ang PBA o pwede bang kasuhan ng PBA? Ha? Baka nanonood ka ng basketball, hindi ka na mabibigyan ng passes.
Hindi po ako nanonood,
Oh,
sir.
sige. Pwede bang kasuhan dito violation of labor laws ang PBA? Unfair labor practices.
Senator, sorry, I apologize because I'm not a resource person for this particular
Okay.
topic. But on the matter, I understand that once a person has been naturalized, he is granted the rights and privileges of a Filipino, including the protection against discrimination. So, yun lang
Si
po.
Justin Brownlee pwedeng pumunta lagi sa Philippine Embassy sa abroad. Pwedeng humingi ng tulong sa mga embahada. Di ba? Hindi pwedeng sabihin, hindi ka pwede. Hindi ka, Pilipino siya, di ba? Pwede siyang bumoto.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pwede siyang kumuha ng SSS.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ayun. State Council, State Solicitor, ganun ba?
Your Honor, may I also manifest that I am not a resource person for this. But
Wala namang contempt dito, huwag kayong mag-alala. Hindi kayo mako-contempt.
yes, Your Honor. But before we look into the applicability of the labor laws, we have, including the provisions on non-discrimination, we must also look into the nature of the contract of the PBA players. Is it a labor contract, employer-employee contract, or it is a contract of service? So we have to consider that, Your Honor.
Ako kasi nakatingin ako from the very definition of terms nila eh. Doon tayo na because import must be a foreigner who will be allowed to play in the conference, and then a Filipino is included in the box for the import. So doon po yata tayo may butas tayo ron. Yes,
Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Yeah.
Senator Bato. Sige, Senator Bato.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, sana yung intention ni Senator Tolentino na I also sinusuportahan ko rin. PBA should not it should be understood by PBA people that hindi namin to ginawa para masira yung PBA. We love PBA very much. Yan lang ang ating pinaka source of entertainment ng mga Pilipino eh. Gusto namin suportahan ang PBA. Ayaw kung itong mission na ito, it will cause the demise of PBA, then please tell us. Please tell us. Dahil hanapan natin ng paraan na magkaroon tayo ng compromise kasi kami naman, Senator Tolentino, we are after equal protection of law. Kasi yung Pilipino na ginrant natin na citizenship, dapat kung anong ma-enjoy na isang ordinaryong Pilipino, ma-enjoy rin sana nila. Yun lang sa amin dahil para tayo kaming magbukhang tanga dito, gumagawa ng batas na hindi pala kayang i-implement. Lalong-lalo na yung PBA, hindi kaya i-implement ng PBA yung batas na yan. Pero kaya nga tayo nagtawag dito ng hearing para hanapan natin ang paraan na kasi talaga kami, we're number one fan kami ni Sir Tolentino sa PBA. Ayaw namin masira ang PBA. Kung tingin ninyo, i-classify natin sila as talagang local player, then magkakaroon nga ng mismatch at it will cause the demise of the PBA, then hindi kami papayag din. Diba? It should be cleared. It should be very made clear to everyone na ang purpose namin dito is para equal protection of law. Yun lang.
Senator Bong.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I agree with Senator Bato de la Rosa at saka Senator Tol. Magkasabay tayong nanonood. PBA fan tayo. We love basketball. We love PBA. I agree with them, no? Na ang pakiusap ko lang sa inyo, pakisabi sa lahat ng mga naturalized players like Brownlee, na since dumaan sila dito sa proseso ng Kongreso at naging Pilipino na sila, unahin nila, bigyan nila ng prioridad ang paglalaro sa lalong-lalo na sa Philippine national team natin. At ngayon, nagbigay nga ng karangalan sa atin after 62 years. Nakuha natin yung first ever Asian gold natin through Justin Brownlee. So sa lahat ng competitions, bigyan niya po ng prioridad ang paglalaro po sa ating bayan. Yun naman po ang kanyang sinumpaan dito as a naturalized player. So eto ngayon yung nagiging issue na po ngayon kung dito tinatalakay natin na anong gagawin yung proseso na hindi siya magiging mismatch na mawawala na yung level of playing field na hindi na po magiging pantay-pantay since iba't iba nga yung ano ninyo, 'di ba, categories ng players. Meron kayong Filipino player, may import kayo at ito pa meron pang Filipino foreign players po sa ngayon. So pag-aralan yung mabuti na hindi po unahin muna natin tong batas. Sundin tong batas, then pag-aralan ninyo kung paano ninyo magagawa ng paraan na walang mismatch at magiging maayos ang competition po. Saan ma-maximize po ito. But priority ang bayan muna.
So, Sherwin Gatchalian.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Castro, narinig ko kanina may 3 category. Ano yung feel foreign? Ano ang kanyang katangian?
Ito po yung mga players natin, Your Honor, na meron pong Filipino lineage na maaring isang magulang po ay Filipino.
Pero
isa
anong
po-
nationality niya?
regardless po kung pwede pong Amerikano, pwedeng may dugong Pilipino
Pwede siyang
po.
Pinoy, pwedeng Pinoy siya, pwede siyang Amerikano.
Opo. Pinanganak po sa
Pero ang
Amerika,
tinitignan
pero
niyo
ang
doon
magulang
yung
po ay
kanyang dugo. Yung kanyang dugo.
Opo.
Hindi passport ang tinitignan niyo, hindi nationality, hindi citizenship.
Well, right now ho, when a player applies for the draft, to all field foreign applicants, so our requirement is yung isa ho is a passport ho.
So, but hindi niyo tinitignan kung Filipino passport holder siya or let's say American passport holder? To be-
Yung ano ho namin
to
is yung may Filipino lineage ho, that we
Lineage
can
lang
prove ho
tinitignan
that
nyo.
he's a
So,
Filipino.
just to understand fully, in the case kay Mr. Brownlee, bakit siya bawal maglaro sa PBA?
Well, right now po, it was not the PBA who applied for his naturalization. First and foremost, he was the SBP dahil nga po para po makapaglaro sa ating national team for
Correct.
Gilas. So again, as mentioned, we have only 3 categories on the players in the PBA. So nung naglalaro ho siya for us for the PBA as an import.
Correct.
Aha.
Oo. But ano ang dahilan bakit bawal siya ngayon? Anong
Well,
dahilan niyo? Anong official na dahilan kung bakit siya bawal
Okay.
maglaro?
Because of our PBA rules that we follow nga ho, nagpo-fall po siya sa category na as an import. Because before he was naturalized, he was an import.
Before he was naturalized.
Yes,
But
opo.
now he's naturalized, he's still considered an import.
Yes,
And by
because of,
definition, ng import is foreign citizenship. Hindi siya non-Filipino, in other words.
yes sir. Yes,
Correct?
Sir. Yes sir.
Kasi para, Mr. Chairman, sa akin kasi, sabi nga ni Senator Bong kanina, na napapanood natin siya, dala-dala niya pangalan ng Pilipinas, dala-dala niya national team, meron siyang bandera ng ating bansa sa kanyang uniform. Lahat tayo nag-cheer for them as a team. Pero pagdating sa sarili nating bayan, sa sarili nating liga, ang tingin natin sa kanya, foreigner pa rin. Parang hindi tugma at hindi tama. No? Objectively, I don't know si Mr. Brownlee. Di ko siya kilala, wala akong personal relationship sa kanya. But tinitignan ko lang yung pagiging tama. Dahil Pilipino siya Hindi na siya kailangan gawan pa ng separate category dahil Pilipino siya. By virtue of itong legislative naturalization process. So hindi na kailangan pag gumawa na naturalize because legally, Pilipino siya. At rinepresent niya yung ating bansa sa mga liga na pinapanood natin lahat. So para sa akin hindi tama, no? Para sa akin hindi tama na sa labas natutuwa tayo Pilipino siya, sa loob sa sarili nating lupa, tawag natin sa kanya dayuhan, no? Yun ang aking sariling opinion, Mr.
Mr.
Chairman.
Castro, sige. Last ano na lang, last input.
We'll
dito.
further, again, we'll study po yung,
Sige po.
yung resolution po ni
Nakita ko naman nagno-notes ka.
Opo.
Siguro ganito gawin natin, hindi naman natin ito matatapos ngayong araw, so we will just suspend our hearing, ano. So but before we actually physically separate, we will now, since we have had a very productive hearing, we will end it with the singing of the national anthem led by our citizen applicants. Sige, tayo po tayo lahat. Wala pa yung, teka, kulang pa ng dalawa. Saan yung dalawa? Where is, I check. Walang umalis, so gusto talaga